Welcome to the first episode of my flipping PC series. As you might have seen, I bought a $400 gaming PC from Facebook Marketplace a couple weeks back, and I have made a ton of videos about it. The reason I bought that PC was so that I could make some content, as well as so that I have some spare PC parts that I can use for PC builds. So yeah, the PC was $400. Inside the PC, there's a 1660, a Ryzen 5 3600, 16 gigabytes of RAM, pretty much 1 terabyte of storage, a stock AMD cooler, 6 thermal take fans, a 550 watt power supply, and that is all inside the Fantex P400A case. In my opinion, it's a pretty solid pickup. It runs games really well, especially Fortnite. It runs at like over 200 FPS, and in like creative, it gets like around 500, 400, which is really good. So yeah, right here is the PC that I was talking about. Alright, so the plan is to have a lot of PC parts, like spare parts, so that I could build PCs and then eventually sell them for a profit. So currently at the moment we're down $400, and we're also down another $250 because I bought something else today. Alright, so we just picked all of this up for $250 plus this Ryzen 7 3700X, which is right in here, and it looks super good. And then right here you have 2 sticks of RAM. One stick is 8 gigabytes, so in total here we have 16 gigabytes. Alright, so I just came back home. I have all the parts with me. So the seller was selling for like $230 a motherboard, a CPU, and some RAM. And then I saw that they were selling also a PSU, which is a power supply. So I decided to throw in an offer for $250 for all of those things. And they luckily accepted the offer. So I went to go pick it up. And now I have all of the stuff with me. So let me show you guys everything. Alright, so here is the motherboard. It's the ASRock X570 Steel Legend, and in my opinion, it looks really good. It has this like camo on here, and just overall, it's a really solid motherboard. This steel, or like this like silver color, is gonna match the RAM, which I'll show you guys in a bit. But first, let me show you guys the CPU. This is the AMD Ryzen 7 3700X, and let me open it up for you guys. This is actually my first time opening it up. Here, it should just, open up, and this is used, so you might see like some thermal paste on here, but taking this out of like the packaging, just like that, you have all the pins. All right, and there we go. That is the CPU. So yeah, this is gonna be on this motherboard as well as this RAM right here. So yeah, for $250 we have this motherboard, this CPU, and then this RAM. So this is 2 sticks of 8 gigabytes, so in total there's 16 gigabytes. And the thing that we got is this power supply. It's the EVGA Supernova 650 G2. Looks like it works, I guess. We're gonna test this out also later. There's also all the cables that we need right here, like the power cable right here, and we have all of like the attachment cables. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys think that is a good deal. I thought it was. I'm still new to this, so I don't really know, but yeah, let me know down below in the comments. All right, so pretty much what I'm gonna do now is build a PC. So we need to take out the GPU from this PC and then install it onto that motherboard. All right, so we're gonna unscrew the front panel here. All right, so right here's the GPU. This is a 1660, so it only has like 1 power cable. All right, so pretty much what you have to do to take out this GPU is unscrew these screws, which are like kind of on the side here. We are good now. All right, there we go. Hopefully I didn't damage anything. But yeah, here is the GPU. All right, so here we have the motherboard, and we're just gonna set everything up. So first we're gonna go and put in the CPU. I'm just testing to see if like it posts and the BIOS like reads everything. So we're gonna find the corner. There we go. We're gonna lift the socket up. I think that's what it's called. And then we're just gonna place the CPU in here. It should just slide in just like that. And then we're just gonna wiggle it around to see if it's fully in there. Yep. And then we're just gonna put this lever down. And there we go. We have the CPU in. Yep, we're gonna put in the RAM sticks. I think we're good. I think the RAM sticks are in. And yeah, we're not gonna have a CPU cooler because it's gonna be on for a couple of seconds, so it shouldn't do anything. And yeah, now, oh yeah, the GPU. So we have the GPU right here. We're gonna just slide it in pretty much. It's not that hard. We gotta lift the motherboard up a little bit. After installing the GPU, it was time to connect the power supply so that we could test the motherboard and all of the parts. Bro, I have no clue what's going on. So as you guys can see, I was trying to turn on the motherboard, but it wasn't turning on, so I tried again, and eventually we got it. Oh, and there we go, it's booting. Holy crap. All right, it works.
Alright, so I just got a message from the seller, and I think we're gonna be picking up a PC later today. It's $350, I'm pretty sure, for a 2060, a Ryzen like 2600. But the main thing about this is the 2060, which we're gonna be putting into like the better build, which is with the Ryzen 730 700X, and then we're gonna be building like a cheaper build with this PC case that we're gonna have.
Alright, so here's the PC. I'm sorry this is kind of a bad angle because I had to put it down here because the power cable is too short. But yeah, here is the PC. It's plugged in and everything, so when we start it up, everything should work. It's making some noises. And just like that, I'm pretty sure we have power to the monitor. Yup, there we go, ASRock. And yeah, Windows is booting up. So yeah, it's nice to see that everything works. Alright, so let me give you guys the specs of this PC now. So inside we have a Ryzen 5 2600, 16 gigabytes of Ripjaws RAM, which is right over here, 2 sticks. Then we have a ASRock motherboard, which is the B450 Pro 4. Then we have a RTX 2060 from Asus. And we have a 256 gigabyte M.2 SSD. And then right here we have a new 1 terabyte hard drive. And then a 500 watt power supply. And that's in this Fantex case. It also has like these antennas here, and I'm pretty sure that's Wi-Fi, so that's nice to see. And yeah, overall this is a really nice build for 350 bucks. I think it was pretty good. The main thing I wanted from this PC is the 2060 because we're going to be using this in a new build. Alright, so with all these parts, the plan is to build 2 PCs. So of course one in this black case, which is going to be like the cheaper build with the 1660, which is right over here. And then I'll have a bit more expensive build in this white case because I kind of have like these silver parts. And then I have a 2060, so it's gonna match really well. Alright, so like I said, we have enough parts to build 2 PCs, and all those parts total up to around $1,000. And hopefully we sell these 2 PCs so that we have profit and also extra PC parts to build more PCs in the future. Alright, so we bought 2 PCs and some PC parts, and that is more than enough to start this PC flipping journey. Now the big question is if these PCs are even gonna sell. But I guess we'll have to see, because I'm probably gonna be doing that in episode 3, because in episode 2 we're gonna be building both of the PCs. Alright, so in the better PC, the case is gonna be the Fantex P400A. It's a white PC case. It's gonna have 6 Thermaltake RGB fans, 16 gigabytes of RAM, a 2060, and the ASRock X570 Steel Legend motherboard. And I've actually already started building one of the PCs, and it's the more expensive one. And this PC took me a couple days to complete, and it's nowhere near finished yet. So the problem I had is that the RGB fans would spin, but they wouldn't light up. So yeah, finally I fixed the problem, and now when I turn on... Alright, so now when I turn on the PC... Are you serious? Oh shoot. Alright, so now when I turn on the PC, the RGB fans actually work. So if you guys want to see that, we're going to be building this PC and the other PC in episode 2.